Hello Virgos and welcome to your November 2022 reading. So, I meditated on your energy and what Spirit wanted to talk to you about. The first card that came out is the Knight of Cups and the Emperor in reverse. Now that is very interesting because this is a very common thread that we can find in many people. Everybody's been confronted with that at some point on one level or the other. The Knight of Cups is all about, this is what I want to bring forward, this is what I love, and this is who I am. But with the Emperor in reverse, this is when our masculine is not backing us up. You could see that in the masculines outside of you. And when I say that, when I say masculines, I'm not talking about men. I'm talking when we say the Empress and the Emperor, your feminine, your masculine, we both have that within ourselves, left brain, right brain, and so on. The masculine part is the part that if our feminine, if our Empress got inspired to write a whole book, okay, the whole story is within her, she's giving it the shape in her matrix, okay, of what it's going to look like and so on, then it's our masculine side that will actually type 8 hours a day, call the editors and, show up. So when we have an Emperor in reverse, then that movement is not backed up. It remains in the ether. It remains within ourselves. The second card is the Fool. The Fool in reverse again. So we don't have the conscious capacity to do it, but not even that kind of regardless leap of faith towards the idea that we had, that jump, okay? Yeah. And then we have the Four of Pentacles, and that shows the fear of the extra safetyness, okay? If you wanted to paint, if you wanted to write, if you wanted to start a business, if you wanted to whatever, with this combination, you wouldn't do it because you don't want to be hurt, you don't want to lack, you don't want to be abandoned, rejected, lose, not be good enough, and all those safety features and the non-trust of yourself makes it that nothing, status quo, nothing will happen. Under the Emperor and the Page of Cups, we have the Moon in reverse, and we have the Ace of Wands. So a lot of you out there, Virgos, it's not only something I want to create. Cups is all about creativity, inspiration, intuition, pleasure. It's a vibration. Wands, it's fiery, it's passionate, it's will. There it is, this brand new, exciting thing that fits exactly with what you love and all of that. But it's clouded, surrounded with mystery. And the thing is that it's probably something that you don't know concretely what it's going to give at the end. There's no sure result. It's not the sun, it's the moon. So right now, with that Ace of Fire inside of you and that will, the fact that the moon is there, that means that you have absolutely no idea what it's going to give. And all of your fears are freaking out and coming up. That's why your Emperor is not moving, because it's not trusting it. Okay? The fact that the moon is in reverse, that tells me that you are not willing to go on the quest of the moon. When the moon is upright, it's an eclipse. So it's when the inner world, the invisible world, the subconscious world, the shadow waters are in front of the sun, of what we can see, touch, hear in the three-dimensional reality. And so we have all things from the bottom of the sea that come up, hint the lobster coming out of the water. And our animalistic side is howling at the moon. Part of it is howling at the moon. What is this? And the other one is like, no, I'm more tamed. I'm more domesticated in the sense of I understand what's going on. I'm going to guide you through that path where you're going to see the difference and evolve your lobster here. We're going to cross the pillars, making us change from the Virgo of before to the next Virgo. That's why we have those same two pillars in the background of the Death card. Hint, we're in Scorpio season. So here, we're not doing the quest. We're completely overpowered by the moon. So under the Fool in reverse, we have the High Priestess and the Ten of Swords. The High Priestess rules the moon. So this month, and under that we have the Judgment. So this month, your lack of faith in you will become obvious. And so your soul is going to speak of all the beliefs that you have that betray you. And it's going to trumpet here. Such a high vibration that all of these parts of you that bought those beliefs that betray you are going to come up to the surface to be addressed. So even though you didn't want to take that moon quest here, this month, they're going to impose it on you, my beautiful Virgos. Here, you don't trust in yourself. Let's go revisit that inner child that was told that he wasn't good enough, that he doesn't have any talents, or that whatever the lie you bought, and he believed it, he got hurt, and he went down crawling into the subconscious, living in a tomb in the bottom of the water. Same with your inner masculine here, that seemed to be pretty handicapped, and your inner feminine. And all of this, what did we have here? The last card was what? Under our Four of Pentacles, we have the Two of Pentacles. So that is what? That is Jupiter in Capricorn. So knowing this and being on that quest, Virgo, maybe this month you'll be juggling a bit, okay? Oh, I understand. This is pushing me to expand, but can I do it? I don't trust myself. So I'll be juggling a little bit, okay? That's normal. Going from one grasp of my worth and my reality to a next one. And here I have, under that, I have the Queen of Swords and the Eight of Pentacles. This is telling me that at the end of the month, Virgos, your vision, your understanding of investment, investing in you, investing in your life, building your reality, that understanding and that vision of that will be completely different at the end of the month. Let's clarify this for you. I call upon the divine. I call upon the light. I call upon the Holy Spirit. Help me clarify this reading for Virgos for the month of November 2022. one last time. All right. So let's look at that Emperor in reverse with the Knight of Cups. Emperor and the Knight of Cups. Why is the Emperor and the Knight of Cups? There's a card that flipped. Okay, there it is. Ace of Sword in reverse. So it's because, see, things are not clear. We haven't had the clarity about it. Our mind is not agreeing with the whole thing. There's like information missing. And that is why we're unable to invest ourselves in it. Let's look at the Fool in reverse. Let's look at the Fool in reverse. No. The Fool in reverse. Why is the Fool? Ooh, that's great. Two of Cups, Seven of Sword. There's a little bit of lack of trust in what has been shown as the mirror in our lives, the people in our lives, their vision of us, okay? Probably giving more credit to how you see me than who I am in reality. Seven of Swords is a card of disempowerment. And in the bottom here, I had the Queen of Swords. It actually affects the way you perceive things. So sometimes we've been told so many times that, oh, you can't, you don't have what it takes, and whatever, you know, like we end up believing it and accepting that limit of who we truly are. So disempowering beliefs, that's what it's all about. In my road to my expansion of who I am and what I can accomplish, I will believe that I am powerless in it, because that's what was shown to me. And therefore, I don't even have faith in myself. I wouldn't even invest in me, okay? This is talking to the Virgos out there that are confronting this. This month is going to be, why don't you sit here? It's going to be even more obvious. Like that. Stay. Let's look at let's look at the Four of Pentacles. Oop. Okay, that was quick. Okay. So I have the Five of Cups and the Page of Pentacles. Taking the Pentacle is harder when under it I have Justice here. When, you know, at one point you can almost believe that the world is unfair. Not almost believe. With this you believe that the world is unfair, that the world will always serve you a plate of sadness and disappointment and heartaches. So that's why you don't trust you and you don't trust the universe. Even if you were given something that within yourself, it is so amazing. But to bring it out there, to be received, and that this is what is going to be shown to me back, oh, I'm closing the boutique. I'm not risking this. Let's look at that Moon in reverse. So this is really about changing your vision of investment. Look at the moon. Was there only one? Okay. Well, here I have the page of pentacle, because again, it's all about grasping that pentacle, and that means that seed, that project, that solid thing, and planting it. Because here I have the 10 of pentacle in reverse. This is because you probably feel a certain urgency and something's got to happen, because you're let's say the maximum that you were able to manifest here, your empire and all of that, is slowly starting to implode. It needs to continue to grow. You need to continue to expand and not let this crush you. Okay? Sorry. Okay. Let's look at that Ace of Wands. Yeah, that Ace of Wands, well, you're not grabbing it because you don't acknowledge yourself. 6 of Wands in reverse and Knight of Wands in reverse. The Knight of Wands upright is the daredevil in a way, okay? We always talk about the aspect of the Knight of Wands, like he's not stable, he's not there for the long run. That's not his goal. That's not his role, I would say. His role is that fearlessness of being in the here and now, not in 20 years. That's the Knight of Pentacles. Not in the past or whatever. He is here, now. I grab that wand and I run with it. That's the Knight, fearless Knight of Wands. Because he acknowledges himself. He's got nothing to prove. I don't have anything to prove to any of you. I am not conflicted, should I not, whatever. I'm not in any prison whatsoever. In fact, the Knight of Wands is the knight that can break you out of jail if you were in the 8 of Swords or whatever. Here, you have a hard time. Your emperor is not backing you up because he doesn't acknowledge you. You're not acknowledging yourself. Let's look at that 10 of Swords and the High Priestess. The fact that the High Priestess is right there, this is a soul lesson in changing your perspective about all of this. You know, we say eye is in the eye of the beholder. It's only on a certain aspect that it is. The thing is that we gave the power of the beholder to see the beauty. If you cannot perceive my beauty, that doesn't mean that I'm not. It's the same with worth. If you cannot see my worth, if when I am surrounded with people that cannot see my worth, that doesn't mean that I am not worthy, that I don't have any value or capacities or whatever. If they've always told me, you can't climb a mountain, you're not able to, I'll never try, because somewhere I will have bought that lie without even trying, even if it would be my dream to have the view of the top of a mountain. But the thing here is that your own emperor cannot see your own worth and your own capacity to do it. And that is what needs to change. When we invest ourselves in our lives, it's not to finally get the, check. Now I see that you're worthy. Now I see that you succeeded. No, it's just because we acknowledge the value of the seed that we have within ourselves and the worth that it is to put energy and time in it to grow its tree, to grow its reality. It is a relationship between us, the divine that gave us the seed, and the world. Not for the mundane to give us the approval or the, yes, I can see that the seed you want to bring is worthy or whatever. That is, I think, where this is going to be readjusted for you. High Priestess, 10 of Swords for Virgos. Okay, I had stopped on the 8 of Cups and it's there again. Because, and with the Page of Wands. Because yes, you're going to realize that, you know what? There's more out there. I can receive, there's more like a higher levels of joy, of vibration, of just the pleasures I can have in life. There's more water out there than what I've experienced until now, and I'm gonna go for it. That's the decision that this guy is making. Therefore, being able to grab that wand in a page matter, but it's still at least grabbing that wand. The judgment you're making about this guy is passionate, he's invested in himself, he's got his red pants, he's totally grounded. Okay? He's got a chisel and a hammer. He's using his mind and his willpower, his fire, to carve the reality that he wants to carve. Because if you look outside of you to give you the courage or the go to do it, and you're going to wait. And when we say in others, it's also because the universe is just mirroring you. We're having this experience here as a human. It's the divine experiencing its own mirror. And that's why we have free will. It's to overcome these things so that we can change the mirror. Never forget that you have the power into what you choose to grow and build here. 7 of Swords. You're going to have a judgment on how you've sabotaged yourself, procrastinated, gave your power away. It's going to be an understanding of emotional intelligence this month, Virgo. Let's look at that. And it's going to bring a beautiful healing and empowerment to you. 2 of Pentacles. Page of Pentacles. 4 of Swords. A healing. A healing of, oh my God, how I've always tried to just keep everything together, but I've never truly invested in me. Queen of Swords. Of course, it's going to be on different degrees for all of you. Page of Swords. The Sun. And the Chariot. Right now it's in reverse. But this is more speaking about, at one point it's going to be upright. There's probably more work to be done anyway. But the Chariot, the success, is there. It's just going to be on hold for now. But you will have a brand new way of looking at things. And the Sun, all about, let's say, self-expression. How it is essential that the essence that you are, the unique essence that you are, Virgo, actually expresses itself into this world, expresses its soul, expresses who you are. The Knight of Swords is in reverse with the Chariot, and that's just because here it's at the page. At the end of the month, you're going to understand all of this on a different angle. But what is coming next is the Knight of Swords, where you're going to take that truth and you're going to go cut the head of the dragon. And that is what is going to propulse you towards your success, your movement forward into your accomplishment, into your ambition, into your self-expression. So, um, how can we call this? Because it is, oh my God. I'm going to call this empowerment because at the end of the month, you're going to feel 50 times more empowered than you are now at the beginning of the month going through this. So I'm going to call it empowerment. On this, my beautiful Virgos, thank you for watching, sharing, commenting. Please subscribe to help grow the channel. And that would be great help. If you want a private reading, in the description below, there's a website. You go in, everything is there, very useful, user-friendly. It's my beautiful nieces that did that for me. Also, thank you for the ones of you who gave donations. It helps more than you think. And of course, on the new moons, I do a little ceremony and ask the universe to give you back. I'm sending my heart and light to everyone out there that is bringing their voice, their energy to bring consciousness, light, and just, oh my God, may the light prevail. I'll see you next month.